In this video, I want to compare and contrast the Shun Sora to the Zwilling Professional S. These are actually relatively similar knives, but they obviously have some major differences as well. Both knives are handmade and both knives are forged, and both knives are actually hand ground to very similar cutting angles. The Zwilling is a very sharp 15-degree angle, and the Shun is a little bit less sharp at 16 degrees, but in terms of practical use, they're going to act exactly the same. The differences come in that the Shun is a traditional Japanese knife, while the Zwilling is a traditional sort of European style knife, and everything else stems from that. The Zwilling is made of a single piece of their proprietary steel. It's about a 57 hardness, so it is relatively soft, while the Shun is made of a wrapped core. The core is VG10, which is the gold standard steel. It's about 60 hardness, and it's wrapped on either side with a layer of stainless steel to protect the core. And you can see it creates a really nice design on the blade, and it also makes a very resilient blade. And what that means is the Shun is going to go much, much longer in between sharpening and honing when compared to the Zwilling. At the same time, you can see they have sort of different geometries of the blade, and that goes through all of their lines. Both knives have plastic handles. The Shun has a more traditional Japanese handle. It's actually pretty ergonomic, while the Zwilling has a traditional European style handle, and it's also pretty ergonomic. I think if you like doing pinch grips, the Shuns end up being a little bit more comfortable because of their rounded bolster. The Zwilling has a full tang going all the way through the handle, and it has two plastic scales on either side, while the Shun has something called a rabbit tang. The tang ends about right here, but in terms of practical use, it's going to work pretty much exactly the same as the Zwilling, as long as you're not abusing the knife. Both knives have really solid warranties. The Zwilling has a lifetime warranty. The Shun has a 10-year warranty, but in terms of practical use, again, any major thing that would actually show up and be covered under a manufacturer's warranty is going to show up well before the 10-year mark. But the Shun also has lifetime sharpening for free, which I think is a deal breaker if you don't want to have to spend lots of money sharpening your knives and you also don't want to have to sharpen them yourself at home. Either way, I'll put a link down to both below. If you have any questions, any comments, or any concerns, as always, let me know. And otherwise, I will talk to you very, very soon.